What's up, people? Afro Blade Master here for some more Pokemon Leaf Green. So, last time we started Mount Moon, caught a couple Pokemon, and I said I'd start this next episode when we found the Pokemon I wanted to catch. Well, I've been running around here for 40 minutes. So yeah, I'm not gonna run it. I was gonna try to catch a Clefairy, who apparently have a 1% spawn rate. And well, normally I wouldn't mind like waiting here for like a billion years to fucking find one, but you know, I kind of don't want this to have an hour of basically just useless recording that I have to cut out, which it's pretty close to being an hour. Like, for real, I ended the last episode at timestamp 32 minutes, 32 seconds. And like, oh, right, trainer battle. I'm reflex now. I started this episode at timestamp an hour, 14 minutes, and 30 seconds. With the exception of like 2 minutes, that entire time was spent running around trying to find a fucking Clefairy. Really shit. Using Legion because I'm pretty sure. Maybe it doesn't. I think if you hit them after they use charge, like with a physical contact move, I think it paralyzes you. But I guess that's not the case. But yeah. Not even listening to Ninja Sex Party could make grinding for it bearable. Yeah, like it's a 1% spawn rate, specifically on floor 1 of Mount Moon. Yeah. Honestly, for a minute there, I thought I was going to run into a fucking shiny Zubat before I ran into a Clefairy. Oh shit. I should probably run to the Pokemon Center. Oh, Zubat was seated. Oh, well, I think Vine will do less damage since it's flying anyway. Aha! Supersonic Mist. Now for Ekin. Which is a Pokemon I have considered using for a team at one point. But I honestly can't remember if they did good or not. Like, the last time I remember actively using Ekans was in a Nuzlocke of Pokemon Soul Silver. And I don't remember how that went. Level 18! Okay, so here should be a Moonstone. Or an Ether. Sure, I'll take that. You know what? I think I'm just gonna use that now because I never use these. Like, ever. Like, I literally only remember using one, like, once. Let's fight! Come at me, brosif. I was actually about to default to, this one thing. I'm pretty sure it was Ross on Game Grumps. Like, from Game Grumps. Like, this was years and years ago, by the way. Like, apparently, the first time he ever responded to a hate comment, he responded with, "Come at me, scrub lord, I'm ripped." And I almost said that, but since I was saying fight me, I was about to say that, but I switched it to brosif. Felt weird. And I forgot to hit the timer. And we're like 6 minutes in? Yay. Fucking timer, man. Why am I yawning? I shouldn't be yawning. Also, why the fuck am I spamming Vine Whip if it's not working? I think I was on autopilot for a minute there. Like, I wasn't paying attention, I was just mashing A. Losing sucks, it's so uncool! Could be worse. There's a fucking moonstone somewhere around here. I know it. I can feel it in my bones. I even had a name picked out for the, I even had a name picked out for the berry I was gonna catch. There was a guy or girl, I was gonna name it Ritero after one of the Archfey in my D&D campaign. Okay, so story behind that is so I was DMing at my friend's house, 5th edition. Basically, we were just taking the Lost Mines of Phandelver and tweaking it so it would fit in my world. And they ended up killing an elk for food. And afterwards, probably use a repel. And afterwards, thanks to some rolls I did, like after they killed it. So this was kind of on my head for being unprepared, but it turned out that the elk they killed was like a minor nature spirit. You know, it was nothing that it was nothing like bad, like really bad. It's just an elk that had some form of like fey like powers and shit. They decided to keep the skull, so the skull turned into an item I refer to as the Helm of the Feywilds. And when you put it on, a random effect would happen. And they didn't know what it was because because the bard didn't have identify, he just had detect magic. So he could tell that it was like all kinds of super fucking the skull was all kinds of super fucking magical, but it hadn't fully transformed into the helmet yet. And the ranger, being the impulsive player that he is, looked in the bag at one point and noticed, oh hey, the skull turned into a helmet. So he put the helmet on. And the way it worked, it was kind of like wild magic, but instead of a D100, it activated every time you put it on. And there was and one of the effects, which you roll D20 for, as I believe I said, was you get teleported to the Feywilds with no portal back, which was an 11 on the dice. So you put it on, roll my dice, 11. It was the thing I was secretly hoping would happen, and just so the ranger just poofed out of existence and went to the fucking Feywilds. And the rest of the party was freaking out because, like, okay, what the fuck? We were supposed to be doing a thing. The warlock just got his hand cut off, and now the ranger is gone. Which the ranger was the main form of DPS because he rolled stupidly well when he made the character. Like at level 1, he had 20 strength. It was fucking dumb. Like but yeah, like he was like running around. So like he ended up in the Feywild for a bit, and while the other party members met with an NPC barbarian who was just kind of like living out in the woods, murdering the fuck out of hobgoblins, the ranger was wandering around the Feywilds until he got the attention of a pixie who led him to the court of the Faceless Queen. Like the Archfey is referred to, this particular Archfey is referred to as the Faceless Queen. And he met this Archfey and basically like made a deal with her. Like, and by the way, I can't remember her name. But for those of you who played Odin's Sphere, the Queen of the Fairies before Mercedes becomes the Queen of the Fairies. That is what this Archfey looks like, but without a face. And the name of this Archfey was Ritero, which is what I was going to name the Clefairy. But yeah, he ended up getting teleported back to where his friends were because he agreed to let Ritero have his soul for 100 years after he died. So now he has like a sick thorn vine tattoo on his wrist. And I have used that to do some other things. Like we basically needed like a filler session for some reason. So one of the sessions what I did was I actually remember the terms for being sent back so that she gets his soul for 100 years after he dies, and they had to get her pet fairy dragon back. Which they ended up doing by basically mixing a powerful sleeping herb in with a massive jar of honey. And like the fairy dragon, and I can't remember if the fairy dragon passed its con check or not to like remain awake. But at one point, someone kind of like at some point, wait, no, actually I remember the what the fuck am I doing in this battle? The fairy dragon uses Euphoria Breath on the ranger, causing him to trip balls. Also, I think we're basically at the end of the episode. Which I'm not even sure what the fuck has even been happening, because I've kind of been on autopilot while I've been talking about this D&D thing. It's a fun story. Anyway, yeah, after this after this fight, we'll call it an episode. Yeah, because it's been roughly 15 minutes. This guy has a couple more Pokemon, so it might be a little bit. It's not good for Pidgeotto. Okay, gotta use Screech instead of an electric attack. Does Voltorb even have an electric attack right now? You know, other than Charge? Coffee! I've always kind of liked coughing. I don't know why. I mean, like, in the sprite, it looks like he's having a good time. But I think I just like the way they made him sound in the anime. It's just like, coffee! It's fun. Yeehaw. Almost level 20. I am fucking over-leveled. We're not getting the Helix Fossil, we're getting the Dome Fossil because I like Kabutops better than Almanite. And with that, we're going to be done with this episode. So next time on Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green, we are going to head on over to Cerulean. We are out of that cave. Finally. Alright, I'll see you guys then. This is Afro Blade Master logging off.